So today we're going to build you guys a PC where you simply build it, you take a picture of it, and you go to the clubs, you show everyone, guaranteed bitches. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Tech City for June of 2015, and today we have a budget of $1,700. For Australian UK as well, they're more expensive. I'll put the links in the description below for those two builds as well. However, today is going to be one huge gaming PC. This thing is freaking amazing. Like, this will play every single game you can throw at it and it'll do it. So it's pretty much a high-end gaming PC. Not only that, we've got a really strong CPU in there. If you want to do video editing, if you want to do production, whatever.
Watch porn, stream games, render a video, and talk to your mum all at the same time. This thing can do it.
So for the CPU, we're going with an i7-5820K. Now this is a 6-core, 12-threaded beast. Now this thing is overkill for gaming, and I will state that already. However, with the i7-4790K being priced at around $320, I see this as a no-brainer. You spend an extra $50, you're getting 2 more cores and 4 more threads. So it's an absolute beast of a CPU for the money. And I think with that being said, I think the i7-4790K needs to come down in price, as this thing completely trumps it for value. So for the CPU cooler, we're going with the Cooler Master 612. This thing is a big CPU cooler, and at $40, it's going to do a fine job of cooling that 5820K at 4 to 4.4 gigs. It depends on how good of a CPU you get, really. Though if you get a bad CPU like me, you might only be able to get it up to really 4.2 gigs at decent voltages. Though if you get a good CPU, I can see you getting 4.4 gigs at around 1.25 volt maybe. So if that's the case, kudos to you, you won the silicon lottery. So for the motherboard, we're going with an X99 ASRock Extreme 3. And now, what can I say? For $160, this is entering that territory of good value for money. And I never thought I'd say this about an X99 motherboard. Though what you're getting is you're getting a good onboard audio solution as well. I think they use the Purity Audio 2. And I've got this on my ASRock Extreme 6 at the moment, and it's really good. They've also got the Intel NIC there, pretty much the best you can get on a motherboard. And not only that, you've got a decent VRM, which is what the 5820K needs. All that for $160. No brainer. So for memory, we're going with Crucial DDR4 4x4 gigabyte sticks of memory. And for the money, I mean, for $125, there really isn't that much of a premium over DDR3 memory. So I think now's the time, if you guys wanted to upgrade to this big platform with memory prices and motherboard prices coming down, I think it's a perfect time to get on the X99 platform if you've always wanted to do that. So for the SSD, we're going with a Crucial MX100 256 gigabyte drive. Now for under $100, this thing is a no-brainer as well. Wow, I've got one of these in my system at the moment, and it's my favorite SSD. It's the best value for money SSD you can get out there, considering you're getting the Marvel controller on board. So really consistent SSD, you're gonna love it, especially if you wish to step up to doing productivity with your machine, which this thing will be capable of doing. Also, on the note of storage, we'll be going with a Western Digital 1TB Blue. Now, this drive needs no introduction. Really good value for money. You're getting a lot of storage for your dollar. So this drive will pretty much be for putting those games that you don't play that much, as well as putting all that extra stuff on there. Who knows, maybe you download porn, right, and put it on your drive. Keep it for later. All good. Now onto the graphics card, the most important part of today's build, and we're going with a 980 Ti from NVIDIA. This is the EVGA ACX 2.0 Plus edition. Now this is a custom cooling solution, so it will be quieter than the reference model, which is generally what we want. I mean, the quieter the better, especially if you don't have to pay a premium for it. Not only that, the custom coolers generally do a better job of keeping the GPU cooler, which means that you can overclock higher, which means that you're getting more FPS for your dollar. So EVGA, with one of the only custom coolers out there at the moment, definitely gets the thumbs up. So for the case, we're going with a bit of an unusual solution here. This is the Animax Fulmo ST, with the ST standing for steel.
No, not like robbing people, like metal steel.
Though at $80, this thing literally is a steal, because you get 4 14cm fans included, which, if I know Animax properly, they do a really good job of implementing quiet fans. Not only that, it's a full-sized ATX case, so it is going to be huge. You're going to have a lot of room to work with this case, and not to mention Animax have some of the best cable management options, especially in terms of value for money cases. Then it's made of steel, so it's heavy, it's durable. What more could you want for $80?
Bingo!
Last up for the power supply, we've got the EVGA Supernova next. This is a 750 watt, fully modular, gold rated power supply. So this thing comes in at $80 after a mail-in rebate. Though at that price, even if it's $100, it's still a great value for money power supply. So you're going to need a really good power supply, and I always recommend spending the extra money on the power supply because it's one of your most important components that you can keep for a long time. Even after you've gotten rid of your 5820K rig in 3 years' time, you can still use this power supply. So that's why I always recommend investing in a good power supply, because it not only help you overclock better, it'll also be reliable and you can use it for future sake and you don't have to worry about anything cutting out or anything like that. So I'm a big fan of Overkill's power supplies. This is one of those, and you've also got room there for SLI as well if you wish to do that. So that about wraps it up for today's gaming PC, guys. Also, if you are in the UK or Australia, I've got you covered with links in the description below, albeit they are much more expensive than the States, though that's, I guess we're all used to that by now, especially if we're in the tech community. We all know that America gets the best prices.
So jelly.
And that's about it, guys. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments about today's build, then please drop a comment in the comment section below, and I will catch you guys with another tech video very soon. Oh yeah, and don't forget to hit that like button. Peace out for now. Bye.